there, my name is Sissy Beth and welcome back to my channel. So, there has been a lot of talk on YouTube, Instagram, and my Facebook groups about the Disney College Program and mental health. And mental health is super important. And as someone who just received their bachelor's degree in social work, like yesterday, I physically got my diploma and I'm so excited and happy. Self-care and making sure that you're taking care of your mental health is something that has been drained into my head in every single social work class I took. And if you don't really know about self-care, if you don't really know about how to take care of your mental state, then yes, the Disney College Program is draining. And I actually know this because I actually did my program before I ever started my actual social work classes. And I was able to use my first program and reflect on it a lot in my social work classes. And it really helped me understand where a lot of people came from, because my first program, I had some horrible mental health issues going on to the point where, and I've talked about this in previous videos, I stayed in my apartment for like the first 2 months of my program. I rarely went out to the parks. I rarely went shopping. Like, I just didn't do anything. And that is not good for your mental health. So, in this video, I want to give you guys some tips and tricks in general, just some things to think about when you're doing your Disney College Program to make sure that you are taking care of your entire body, including that head. Because if you've never worked a job like Disney before, it is hard. You are working 30 to 40 or more hours a week. You are dealing with people from different cultures, different backgrounds. You've got guests that are relying on you fully, and sometimes if you've never had that before, it can be a little bit overwhelming. And so here are just a few things to keep in mind to help you with this. So my first one is leave the Disney bubble. It's real. I promise you, the Disney bubble is real. And if you don't know what the Disney bubble is, it's basically what encompasses Disney. Disney is smiles, happy, we're here, it's Disney World, it's Disneyland, and that is very draining. And even when you get back to your apartment complex, you're still on Disney property. This follows Disney property. If Disney has its name on it, this atmosphere, this bubble is surrounding it. And it's and trust me, even when you get back to your apartment, you're feeling, I guess it's kind of like the Disney pressure. So you need to leave the Disney bubble. And there's so many ways to do this. You can go to SeaWorld, you can go to Universal, you can go to the beach. Just leaving everything Disney behind helps. Including like the Disney bus service. So there's like the iTrolley, there's public transportation. Jump on that and go somewhere else. Because the moment you get away from the Disney bubble, trust me, I was having a really hard time at one point. My roommate was having a really hard time. I said, let's go to Universal. We went to Universal. We felt so much better. The Disney bubble is not over there. Not saying Universal is bad or not cheerful or anything, but it's a totally different atmosphere. And sometimes it's just what you need. The atmosphere of Disney can just be so heavy and so much pressure to be smiling and perfect and happy and the Disney look that it's really nice to just be able to go somewhere else and not have to worry about it. My second tip is to make sure you're getting enough sleep. You're at the parks, you're running around. A lot of people like to go drinking if you're that age. People like to go to parties. You're working 40 plus hours a week. There are some people who don't sleep, and that is not good for you physically, mentally, anything. Also, I know this because if you're working really late shifts, your sleeping schedule can get off. You feel like you're only awake at night. So during your days off, you're super awake in the morning and trying to do stuff, and yeah, your sleeping schedule, what? But you really need to make sure that you are getting enough sleep, that you feel rested. And if you're struggling at if anything, make sure that, you're reaching out for help. Reach out to your parents. Reach out to your doctor. You can even go online and look for things to help. You can, do meditation. You can try some yoga. And just make sure that you are getting enough sleep. If you take one of your days off and all you do is sleep and that makes you feel better, I guess go for it. I know some people who did that, but just overall make sure that you having some sort of healthy sleeping schedule. It's hard, I know, but I know you can do it. Along with making sure you're sleeping well, make sure you are eating well. It is so tempting just to spend all your paycheck on the Disney goodies, but those Disney goodies are not necessarily that healthy for you, and it can hurt your pocket as well. So make sure that you are taking advantage of the grocery stores around you. There's Winn-Dixie. I almost said because of Winn-Dixie. There's Publix. There's Walmart. There's a Walgreens near Vista Way. There's a Dollar Tree near Vista Way. And Dollar Tree has some good food. Make sure that you are eating well. Make sure that you are eating, because that was a problem I had. I kind of stopped eating at one point. Give yourself some good quality food. Try some home cooking. Don't be eating fast food. Don't be eating out like crazy. Try to cook something by yourself. Even if it's mac and cheese, a grilled cheese, whatever. Make yourself something at home, because it is good for everything. It's good for the body, soul, and mind. Trust me on that one. One thing I found helpful too is don't spend your whole day either doing groceries or at the park. Try to split it up. I personally always liked to go out and do my groceries really early in the morning, do my errands. Typically means going to Walmart to get groceries and then go to the parks in the afternoon. I don't know, for me personally, that just felt like I accomplished more. I got my errands done and then I went to the park and I did so much today. Where I feel like if I just go and run errands and clean my room, do chores, whatever, or if I just go to the park and spend all the day in the park, I feel less productive. I don't know. Everyone's going to have their own way of doing that, but that was just something I found that helped me, that if you're struggling, might help you. Try doing, give it a go if you start to struggle. And number 5 is just overall so important. It's self-care in a nutshell. Do something for yourself, whatever it may be. If this is sitting by the complex pool for an hour, if this is doing a little bit of retail therapy at Cast Connections, if it's just laying in bed talking to your boyfriend, girlfriend, mom, dad, whatever, do something for yourself. Do something that makes you happy, that makes you relax, that makes you feel good. Something where you can take it easy. I mean, if this is you want to go to Magic Kingdom, sit on Main Street and wait for the 3 o'clock parade to happen and just people watch the entire time, maybe eating a Mickey Premium bar or a candy apple, you do that. If it's, going to downtown Disney, buying a nice bath bomb, or going to the Florida Mall and getting some bath salts or something that smells good and taking a bath when none of your other roommates are home, do it. Do something for yourself. Make sure you are relaxing. Make sure you're happy. Make sure you're feeling good about yourself. And that's what really all of these tips and tricks are. Everything I said are things that just make you feel better. And everyone has different things that make them feel better. For me, when I'm personally at home, when I feel super angry and really, really stressed, I balloon twist. I get all the anger out on twisting some balloons into crazy shapes. Some people like to sit in a really quiet place, put some headphones on with some rain noise, and read. Some people like to lay in a bathtub. Some people like to go bike riding. Find something that makes you happy, makes you makes you relax, and makes you feel peaceful. And if you're really struggling, then look up some other videos on YouTube or Google them and really try to understand self-care. If you are mentally struggling with the Disney College program, try to practice some good self-care. If you're still struggling, then go to the counselors and the aides that Disney does offer. Make sure you're talking to them, make sure you're talking to your doctors, make sure you're talking to your parents, make sure you still have connections with them. Please practice some self-care. If you have any other questions, you can always DM me on Instagram. I'm more than happy to help. You know, maybe you haven't found it. I know one thing I'm going to be doing and practicing some self-care is taking photographs. That really helped me during my first program when I was able to finally get myself back in the parks. I just took my camera everywhere and snapped photos of myself, of things going on. I had a Duffy, so I was taking pictures of Duffy, and it made me feel so much better. My mental state got a lot better, and now when I reflect on the Disney College program and everything that it taught me, I'm so glad that I had that experience, and I also know that it helped me understand self-care a lot better during my schooling and in getting my BSW. Alrighty, well, that's all I have for today. Again, make sure you're practicing self-care. If you need help, you can DM me. If you already practice self-care, tell me in the comments, what do you do? Do you take a bath? Do you read? Do you make balloon animals? Do you sew? Because I also sew. Do you go for a walk? Do you go for a bike ride? Let me know what you do. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos and my crazy Disney adventures, guys, it is like 58 days before I am back at Walt Disney World. I'm so excited. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. You can also hit the little bell if you want to get notified when I upload. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!